All right. Boom shakalaka. Y'all know what the fuck time it is, man. Welcome to another episode of Good If It Goes Jam. I am your hostess with the mostest, your boy Mike. Y'all know what time it is. Repping Shot Town. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna talk a little bit about my Bears a little bit later on Good If It Goes podcast coming on right after this. I'm here with my man DJ and over there in the James Mansion. You know what I'm saying?
What's up, man?
What's
Appreciate
happening?
you. Nothing, man.
Man,
It rained. It rained out here, man. The first
yeah,
time, like the first time since I've been out here, it
I was gonna
rained.
ask you, was it raining over where you was at? It's like 75 degrees right now too. It's crazy.
Yeah,
So
crazy.
yeah, man. Well, we got some cooling off to do, so let's go ahead, hit three in a row and heat up. You know what I'm saying? Hit three in a row like we do. Y'all know what we do, man. We got our three topics, man, our three segments, man. So go ahead, Quan, show on the graphic, man, for the very first one. Is he good? So today we talking about a collective, man. We do that sometimes. So New York Mets. DJ, this you the expert in this room right now, brother, because I don't know shit about the MLB. Shout out to the White Sox though, man. But DJ, tell me about the Mets, man. Are the Mets good? Tell me about them.
Yeah, yeah, man. The Mets good. They got the second best record in the league. Um, Only the Dodgers are over them. They probably won their last six in a row by 3 runs. And so like right now they're like peaking going into like the stretch that you need to be like peaking in. As you start to hit like mid August going into like that September, like they playing really good baseball. They don't got like a whole bunch of stars, so they're not like a loaded team of like 1 through 6 is nothing but like all stars. But they got some good guys. But man, like they pitching is like really good, and they got one of the best closers in the game. So like when the games be close, they be shutting teams down. And for them to have a second overall record, like overall best record in the whole league, and people not really like talking about them like that, like it's it's really crazy because yo Yankees are like 2-8
My
in their
Yankees,
last
huh?
10 games, and so like, but like I get it though, like New York media, the Mets ain't won the World Series since 1986, and before that 1969, and so when you got the Yankees who won 20 plus championships, you are going to see more of that type of stuff happen where like they're going to be talking about the Yankees and then not about the Mets, similar to like Clippers and Lakers. Like you gotta pretty much prove it. You gotta pretty much prove it, like, because we got one team that's like been proving it for years, and then we just got y'all who you know haven't really won. But yeah, they're a good. They're a good team. They always got pitching. It's just that something happens in the playoffs, man, where something don't click. Either the lack of like guys that can hit step up, or like one of their pitchers have a random bad game, and then like that mess up the rest of their rotation. But like yeah, they haven't been able to get over the hump since like 1986. But yeah, man, they're a good team.
Okay. Now I know we was talking the other day, and I was telling you, I remember that Cubs 2015 run, and they came up short to the Mets. Was it the ALDS? They came up short. Was it? It wasn't. They make
It
the
was
ALCS, right?
yeah, that was the yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so like
So
obviously we know the Cubs won the next year, so that like what I'm saying, it wasn't like necessarily meant to be. I believe the Cubs overachieved that year too, but I remember like watching that series and the Mets, the pitching, they was cooking their ass, and we like 7 years away from that. Wow, that was a long time ago. But like it seems like the same thing to a casual baseball fan like me. You know what I'm saying? Is that they pitching is still really good. So that's good to hear for sure. Like just having the other team, like you said, the other team in New York doing well.
yeah,
Second best
like
record you said behind the Dodgers. So
yeah, like I'll say like in the playoffs, depending on who get matched up with who, which you got a long ways to go. It's gonna really if both of those teams meet between the Mets and the Dodgers, like it's gonna be like the pitching because the Dodgers lineup is crazy. Like they didn't bought everybody and they didn't get all they guys and like they 1 through 6 is like crazy. Like Freddie Freeman going over there and he just fitting like right in and it's like the Dodgers right back where they was. But we saw them last year and they lost to the Braves because the Braves had like them arms and then just like timely hits. And so like in baseball, like it don't matter. Like yo, you could have 9 Hall of Famers in your lineup, but in the playoffs, man, whoever got the best arms is going to win. And then y'all gotta have timely hits. That's why when we was talking about the Yankees, they haven't won it in like 12 years because like they'll get off to these crazy hot starts within a season because they can beat up on teams because they got really good hitters, but then they don't always have like the best pitchers. Or they'll go get like one of the top guys and he can only pitch 1 game in a series
Right.
versus all right, let's not spend 300 mil on Gary Cole. Let's go get like maybe 2 other guys spend 100 mil. Now we got 2 frontline starters, but there's always something that go on with them. And so yeah, man, like the Mets because they're able to fly like under the radar as well as like be like the other team in New York, and everybody talking about like the Dodgers and the Padres, rightfully so. Um, if we get down to like a series, man, they pitching is gonna really be the thing that shine because right now the Dodgers pitchers are some of their pitchers are like hurt, but they're gonna be coming back. But yeah, man, like I'm waiting to see like how it all plays out though. But yeah, like it's similar to 2015, but I would say that this year's Mets don't have like the big name starters like the Matt Harveys and like all those guys that was like they had Noah Syndergaards, all of them, like they had
Yeah.
those. Yeah, they had like all of them. This year, man's got like a decent amount of guys, but they not they don't need their starters to go like 7, 8 innings. And then I'll say like that's like the biggest difference. But these dudes got the second best record in baseball, and really nobody's talking about them. Like I just see like, well, the Yankees slumping, the Dodgers hot, what the Padres going to do. That's all I see. Oh yeah, Otani did something. That's it.
All right. So last thing I ask you is how far you think they can go? You think well, first off, how far do you think they gonna go? And then secondly, what do you think the chances are of us getting another Subway series?
Man, like baseball is so tough, man, to predict. But could they be? Could they go make it all the way with their arms? Yeah, absolutely. It wouldn't surprise me if they made it all the way to like the championship round and lost to like whoever, just because maybe they had more bats. Could we get a Subway Series? Yeah, this would be a good year for it. The Yankees got to fix some of their issues and they got to get some guys back. But um, other than the Astros over there,
Ooh.
other than them, but like, yeah, I could see a Subway Series, but a lot of things would have to like go right. Like neither one of them is going to be the favorites going in. Like no matter how many
Okay.
games the Yankees win, I don't think that everybody gonna be like, oh yeah, we gonna pick the Yankees because of like some of their holes that they got showing right now. Now if they pick it up and then get some of their guys back going into the playoffs, then yeah, that could change. But as of right now, neither one of those teams would be the favorites. I'll say it'll probably be like the Dodgers and shoot, probably like the Astros.
Ooh.
But yeah, we could see it though. But a lot of things would have to fall into place just right.
Okay. All right. Well, we'll see how good they are. As a casual though, that's why I kind of brought them up because I was just like, Mets social media been going crazy. Like I follow this girl, she a Mets fan. Shout out Ricky. And like she just be retweeting all these crazy like your team just got what's the fat dude on the Mets name? He's like this real
Um,
fat guy. I don't know. I'll find his name out, but he'd be like, oh, your team just got owned by Buddy or whatever, and all that kind of stuff. Vogelbach. You know what I'm talking about? Come on, DJ. But it's some
man,
fat dude, Vogelback, I think his name is, and like I don't know. I guess they like making him into a meme now, and like they be like, yeah, your team just got on with the deep fried memes and all that shit. So that's what made me kind of get interested in it because I think they beat the Braves and then they beat the Reds like 2 days back to back or something like different series. And yeah, Mets Twitter was going crazy. So that's something interesting to see. So shout out to Mets Twitter. You know what I'm saying? Everybody watching. But yeah, man, we'll see what's going on. All right, so we'll get into our next topic. Y'all know what it is, man. I mean, stretch out. All right.
So let me guess, you got a bunch for these guys. So let's bring them to the forefront. Hey, Mike, why do you hate the New York Knicks?
Because they the Knicks. Okay. So most recently, you had OB Toppin, Julius Randle, and the little short motherfucker that used to play for the Mavericks.
Dang, you
Them
ain't gonna
three.
say his name?
Nah, he the little short motherfucker that used to play for the Mavericks. So them three was in a pro-am game, and like I think like all of them, like I think Obi had like 26, the little short motherfucker had like 26, and Julius Randle had like 20 or something like that, and they lost in the pro-am game. So that's just indicative of what New York Knicks basketball is, and this is the bad luck franchise. Like Stephen A. Smith, you probably tuning in late because they probably running your ass crazy. ESPN. I know you're gonna be mad at me saying this shit, but that franchise is just laughable. Okay, and like, so the little short motherfucker from the Knicks was their major free agent signing.
Yeah, but they
Like
about
they
to get
just,
Mitchell. They about to get Mitchell.
oh yeah, and give up the next decade of draft picks for him. Okay, we'll see how that works. So,
Yeah,
and it's crazy because I fuck with Obi Toppin. Like I hate that COVID year happened because I think COVID year was the year he ended up getting drafted, and I think that was the year he got drafted. But like I think he's the real deal. Like he's mostly known for dunking, but like the franchise is just like a sorry ass franchise. It's like I think about when they asked KD, they was like, yeah, when you come and play for the Knicks, and he was like, never. Like, and then now he plays in Brooklyn, he's right up the street, but he didn't want to play in Madison Square Garden. Like that franchise, you know, they ain't won shit in our lifetimes. What they ain't won since what? Fucking Willis Reed. Like,
yeah.
come on, man. Let's be real.
1972, something
Yeah,
like that.
something like that. Some shit that was 50 something. Yeah, that's 50 fucking years, man. And it's supposed to be the mecca of basketball.
Yeah,
Meanwhile, the Nets, they ain't won, but I've seen the Nets in the finals like twice, I think. And then like they got the marquee players in Brooklyn right now. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Like that's the second team, you know what I'm saying, in that NYNJ metro area. And like nobody goes to the Knicks. Like even the Zion Williamson draft, for instance, like they didn't get the pick. They didn't get the pick. New Orleans got the pick. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's not the first time they done fallen in the draft. I remember a couple years back, they fell in the lottery, and then you had like De'Aaron Fox crying emoji face, Enos Cantor crying emoji face, like on Twitter. Like NBA players don't even fuck with that franchise for real. I remember when Zion and RJ Barrett and Cam Reddish, shout out to the Brotherhood, Duke basketball never stops, but they were like talking about like what teams they might go to. And I remember Zion, they asked Zion about the Knicks, and he was like, nah, that's RJ team. Like, RJ, don't you want to play for the Knicks? And he was just like, and now his ass is over there in fucking purgatory. And shout out RJ Barrett because he's a fine basketball player, but like that franchise is just like a joke. And like just shit like that. Now, like it's like we have something else to laugh at the Knicks about. Like we always have something to laugh at the Knicks about. Like there's just always something. And like I don't see them like, and like I was even high on them last year, DJ. You remember that? I was high on them. I was like, okay, this team could actually be okay, like
Yeah.
top half even of the Eastern Conference, and like they wasn't on shit. Like you got point guard Julius Randle, like he had a great season, I think 2021 season, and
Yeah.
last year he played like shit. Like he's just not good. They're just not good, man. And like oh shit, like is like who is Tibbs not still their coach, is he?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
come on, man. You got Professor Thibodeau over there, the Minister of Defense, and they can't guard a goddamn little girl's 16th birthday party. Like they can't do shit over there. It's the Knicks. Like, I don't know, bro. It's just that franchise is just unserious. NBA players don't fuck with it. They fan base, like you got all these crazy fan base, right? Like you a Cubs fan. Y'all know y'all
Yeah.
gonna win every fucking year. Like lovable losers and all that shit. I know you don't fuck with the lovable loser thing, but like
I
lovable
know.
losers. We live in fucking Dallas. These motherfuckers are gonna be charged. Like this your first year out here. These
Yeah.
motherfuckers are gonna be charged up for this sorry ass franchise that's on national TV every fucking week.
Every
I'm a
week.
Duke fan. We go crazy. Now we actually win shit, so we get
Yeah.
it. We get to go crazy. You know what I'm saying? But still, like annoying ass fan base. And I can
Yeah.
go on about annoying fan bases, but like the Knicks is like okay, I saw the Cubs win in 2016, right? Like, I don't, like we from Chicago, like we both Southsiders, but like that's a Cubs city. You know what I'm saying? Whether
Yeah.
they won or not, and they actually fucking won. They
Yeah.
won.
They
You just got to
won.
talk about how hard baseball is to
Yeah.
even predict, and they fucking won. They fucking
Yeah.
won. Like the Cowboys, they won. Now we ain't seen the Cowboys win shit in HD, but we've seen the Cowboys win. You know what I'm saying? Super Bowl,
Yeah.
like. We've seen it. You know, I talked about Duke. We've seen national championships at Duke. You know what I'm saying? But like again, like they got like you had to have a fucking vertical hold on your TV the last time the Knicks won something. You know what I'm saying? Like this just not is not it. Like probably the best player that they had in the MA team last 20 years, probably Carmelo Anthony. They couldn't get it done with him. Back in the day in the 90s, Jordan was in their way, couldn't get it done. Jordan left, they made it to the finals, and fucking Hakeem served up Patrick Ewing as like for a whole series. They lost to
The Spurs too.
right, they lost to the Spurs, like they got their ass served up. Like and like now recently, like who do they got now? You know, Julius Randle, RJ Barrett, short motherfucker from the Mavs. Like, okay, yeah, you say Donovan Mitchell, but then again, you got to mortgage your whole damn next 10
Yeah.
years worth of draft picks to get him. And is
But
he even that good? Like,
that's a Knicks thing. That's a Knicks
it
thing. Like they
is.
would do something like that just to like try to like fill the seats, and then now
They don't
you
got to
got
do that though, because they think they're gonna
yeah.
win. It don't matter who you roll out there. They don't even have
I
to do
know,
that.
but they need something like they gonna like if they can't get Mitchell, they gonna just roll it back out and then just be like trash. Even if they do get him, they gonna roll it back out and be like
Man.
okay, like they but like he not gonna make that big of a difference. Like you gonna have two basically two small guards that like have trouble defending for a coach that preaches defense, and then
Exactly.
you gonna have nothing else on your team. But then, oh yeah, we gonna get a star, and he might not even make the All-Star team. So his All-Star numbers and all of that might go away. So then now he's not even like an All-Star. He's a three-time. He gonna be a three-time former All-Star that's just on your team. And
Right.
then like, and so like, yeah, I don't see them being good like no time soon. Just just the thing that get me about them is that they fans like they fans were talking crazy to Bulls fans, and Bulls fans were just like chilling. Like we were so happy that Gar Pax was gone and we got Trust AKME. Like we wasn't saying nothing. It just so happened that certain games and certain things was happening, and then Knicks fans was like talking crazy, and we like Knicks fans like y'all don't got nothing to say, and so for me that's more of like where my hate come from, because everything you said is right though. Like unserious, ain't won nothing, ain't going to win nothing. the Nets left Jersey and went to Brooklyn, and now they the number one New York team. Nobody wants to come there. Everybody wants to come there and like play against y'all, so they can say they did something in the Garden. But why not play there 41 times a season? Because it's just an unserious situation. They general manager don't be out talking, don't be saying nothing. They ran by this crazy dude who be doing a whole bunch of crazy stuff. Don't respect the legends that came from your team. Like
You talking about
it's a
James Dolan?
yeah, just a
Like,
crazy man.
come on, dog. How you gonna kick the oak tree out of Madison Square Garden? I know that's some years ago, but like, come the
Yeah,
fuck on, dog. Like, how?
yeah. And then
Just
Leon
like,
Rose,
wow.
who runs the team, don't even be like doing nothing. Folks was an agent and had a whole bunch of clients, got that job, and is basically running the Knicks. And we haven't heard from him. We heard more from him when he was certain people agents. Like he was a top agent in the league, and then we hear stuff leaking out based on what he said for his clients. This dude run the Knicks, and we haven't heard nothing from him.
Right.
So yeah, it's
You know, they,
unserious.
they I remember this dude like yelled at him this couple years ago. He yelled at him like sell the team, like
Yeah,
and like he was about to ban the fan that said it. And then like all these fans started making Ban Dolan shirts. And I know he kicked one of the fans out. Like
yeah,
I think they had they had shirts that said sell the team. And
yeah,
like they was like confiscating them and shit. And then another dude, because they was banning people shit, he had a shirt that said Ban Dolan. And he fucking banned the fan from Madison Square Garden.
yeah.
So like just silly
That's
ass, goofy
uh,
ass shit,
that made
man.
me that made me think of something else. They got the most expensive tickets in the league. Like I looked it up a couple of weeks ago, or like they had like showed it on TV or something. They have the most expensive tickets in the league, and it's like not even close. Like I think second is like Warriors or like Bulls or something, but
The
like they have the
Bulls up
most
there.
the most expensive tickets in the league for that like franchise, which is crazy. Like,
Yeah.
and then they
And
fans is crazy. Like I don't know what their attendance is, but like how
it's
y'all
because of their arena. It's because of the arena. Like I got a bucket list. I want to go to all NBA stadiums. Like Madison
yeah,
Square Garden is definitely on there, and it's like
yeah,
I don't give a fuck who the Knicks is playing.
yeah,
I'm not going there for them. I'm going there for their fucking stadium, like
yeah.
just for the Garden. You know.
Yeah, I agree. Like I did want to go out there for like go to New York for like a day and go to a game and like leave. I don't need more than a day in New York at all. Just give me a day, slide around town, go to a game, and dip in the morning. So yeah, I agree.
Right. Like I'll go to the Nets. I'll enjoy that shit. Like I want to do that too. But like I'm not going to enjoy shit about sitting at a Knicks game besides booing their ass. And I probably, hopefully, James Dolan, if you watching this shit, I'm coming for your ass. Because if I come to a Knicks game, you going to hear from me. You can ban me out that bitch all you want to. All I need to go is the one game. So
Yeah, he needs to
maybe I
sell
want me
the
a
team.
Ban Dolan shirt to the game or something. We'll
Yeah, he
report
needs to
that.
sell the team. Like
Let's
I
see if
think if
Quan
he
can get
sell
us
the
some press
team.
passes. And
Oh yeah, for
at
sure.
at the end of the interviews that I'm doing with RJ Barrett, reflecting on his days, on in Durham, you know what I'm saying, in Shasheskyville and whatnot, then I'll pull my Van Dolan shirt out and they can get me up out of there. So
Yeah, if he
speaking
sell the
of,
team, they
I'll
might
go
be
ahead.
they might be straight.
Well, we'll see. I don't know, man. That's an unserious ass franchise, and why would you sell a moneymaker like that? Like that's not gonna happen. Probably he probably gonna
It's,
have to die. I remember when he got COVID. Like he got COVID early
they was
on, and
celebrating. Yeah.
yeah, it was like legit
Yeah,
celebrating. So
yeah, yeah.
they
Like
want
that's
him to get
crazy.
out of here. So speaking of getting people out of here, Quan, you know what time it is, man. We can go on to our next segment, man.
Oh yeah. Speaking of Duke, speaking of the Spurs, speaking of your boys, light skinned brotherhood, Paolo
Get them out of here,
Banchero
Dejounte
and
Murray and
Dejounte
Paolo
Murray,
Banchero. So why we getting them out of here, DJ?
because like why y'all arguing on like social media? Like y'all was just at a game playing, and then now y'all going back and forth on social media doing a bunch of like talking about nothing. And like just like the overall like messages and stuff that was saying, it was just like why. And then people really be getting their feelings when they get like unfollowed and like all of that. Like, bro, go practice. Like, go try to get better. Like you worried about another grown man following you, and now you got worries or whatever happened in the game happened, and then now y'all take it back to social media. Like they probably gonna only play each other twice in the next season, but it's like it's a slow
Might
news
be more than
cycle.
that, man. They in the same division.
Oh yeah.
Might be like 3, 4 games,
Orlando
man.
and Atlanta. Yep, that is right. Yeah,
Yeah.
so then we get a chance to see them like play it out and see what happened. But like nobody really knows what happened other than somebody got called soft, somebody got bodied. It was a couple of hard fouls. Like it was just regular basketball talk. Like dudes be talking crazy in a game, but like no need to take it back to social media. And then now, because it's a slow news cycle, like that was the story for like 2 days. Like in the media, and then y'all just created this media stuff for no reason, man. Get out of here with that, man.
Like I know they said what you call it Dejounte was like, oh, you tried to flex that number 1 pick on me or something like that. Like
Yeah,
I don't know, man. It's y'all going
and
back and
then
forth on IG on
yeah,
stories. They had the fake
yeah,
post that people was going crazy over
yeah,
when he told me he was gonna blow his back out. That shit
yeah,
was hilarious. But yeah, man, this is my whole thing. Murray had just put up a post like, hey, if y'all healthy and y'all love hooping, get out here on these pro-am games so
oh,
these kids and these families that can't afford to come see us in these NBA games, they can still come see us hoop. I thought that was dope. I'm like, that's positive,
yeah,
you
it
know what I'm
was,
saying? Like, and then it's like you go less than a week later and turn up on him. Like, you know what I'm saying? And you was the one that made him look shitty, you know? But
yeah, yeah. That's a good point because like I was like, man, you like less than a week after doing that, you creating unnecessary headlines for yourself that's not in a positive way, and so like it just don't make sense because also you the vet too. So like you've been in the league longer, so you should be able to handle things better. You didn't been through enough, like with coming in, not playing, injuries, defensive team became an all-star. Now you traded. So like he didn't had a lot of different experiences to, I think even though he young too, like he like, all right, let me just chill. Especially if you mature enough to say, hey y'all, come out here and like
right.
hoop. So then you get somebody to come out there and like hoop, and now you like doing all this extra talking for what? Yeah, it don't make too much sense.
He threw the ball at his ass and everything. Like, I
Yeah, and
don't know,
just
something going on, man. So, Banchero, I know you watching, dog. Like, maybe in the chat you can tell us to the side, what really happened. You know what I'm saying? But I
yeah,
don't know, man. Banchero can hoop for real. He played 1 game in the summer league, I think. But I watched him all year at Duke. I thought
yeah,
he was good enough for that number 1 pick. But Murray is like, I always thought Murray was sorely underrated. You know what I'm saying? Watching the Spurs, and then like you said, he was second team, all defensive team. I think in his third season, and like he only played like 50 games. Like
yeah,
he balled out in that little bit of a time. And like he got it, you know what I'm saying? Now there's gonna be more eyes on him in the East, and of course, playing in a bigger market than he was in San Antonio, even though he was the guy in San Antonio.
yeah,
But yeah, Banchero about to be the guy in Orlando. Like you really not the guy in Atlanta because Trae Young is there, but
yeah,
like he gonna be like the guy B. Like Trae Young is the guy. You like 1A. And respect to him though, because I love his game. But yeah, I
yeah,
don't know, man. This social media age, man, like it's hilarious how these dudes got the freedom to talk so much shit, and they was just on the court with each other. You know what I'm saying? Now you bringing the world into this shit. Now it's a beef. You know what I'm saying?
yeah. For what though? Like, yeah, like that's the part that get me, man. Like just the social media going back and forth because
Mhm.
y'all was just there, and then now you making it an issue, and it's like something like this is going to get like news traction headlines, like
Right.
just because of the
He knew
nature
that
of
shit.
just because the nature of where we are, like in the time of year, and like who you are. Like if you can make a post and say, hey, man, I want all the hoopers to come out and like hoop, blah blah blah, and that's like one of the top stories that like
Right.
in the news cycle. Bro, that was just a simple post. He probably didn't even think nothing of it, blah blah blah. So if you think that that went viral and then that became a story, like of course something negative like this is going to be a story too. And so like yeah, I just want these dudes to just go go work on your old game, bro. Go shoot some shots, bro. Get off of
Paul,
IG.
Paul George commented on it. He said, yeah, it's entertaining. You know what I'm saying? Like, they from the same city. I didn't realize Banchero was from Seattle.
He
Um,
is.
yeah,
Oh, that makes sense.
uh, he
Okay,
like they
okay.
from the same city, same hood, same area. So it's for the
Oh
love of the
god.
game. But it's just like, yeah, we gonna see though, man. So put that Orlando Magic Atlanta Hawks matchup on your calendar, man, because that shit is gonna boil over into there, man. So you might see some hard falls, or they might be, you know what I'm saying, shake it up as men and I'm saying, leave that shit to social media. So we'll
Yeah.
see. We'll see. So yeah, that's it for the show, guys. Appreciate y'all for tuning in. Another episode of Good If It Goes Jam. We went 3 for 3, so we on fire. You know what I'm saying? Stay tuned. We'll be back with the Quality Sports Podcast in about 20 minutes or so, y'all. So,
Yeah.
but as for now, Good If It Goes Jam. Signing off. I'm Mike. DJ, say something to the people, man.
All right, y'all. We gonna check in with y'all later. It's raining up in Dallas, so then that's good. And we'll catch y'all on the next show.
For sure. All right, y'all. Peace.